Rob's round table. Whoa,
Nico, coming in
super hot today. How you doing, Mike Story?
Did you hear us, Mike?
Bet you guys gonna have to.
This is officially the last time us three will be together, at least for the
before the season starts.
Yes.
I'm tuned up, raring to go.
It's been a hell of a run.
It was just his birthday.
Yep.
It's my birthday next.
His birthday.
We're gonna both be 42. The Jackie Robinson bros.
Jackie Robinson, the year of the Jackie Robinson.
R.I.P.
This is our player prop bets. We all picked 5 bets. I've already bet these. I bet 4 of them like 3 weeks ago because they were so goddamn tasty, like shrimp on the bobby.
Good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
That's not really the accent they do in the movie.
No, I'm not good at accents, man. I'm really good at
with the allergies, right?
Yeah, I can't talk.
No,
that's really good for being a host, right?
Blame it on the allergies.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so what's up? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I didn't have a lot prepared. Usually I have a lot of good stuff prepared for you guys, so I'm kind of just mailing it in. You know, no one's watching again. We had this nice little thing, and no one's watching, and...
Get out of here. Go on, get out of here. We're in the middle of some...
Whoa.
Watch this one.
Give it time.
I got a couple things. I'm feeling frisky tonight. We're going to do, not story time, we're going to do information time with Nico. I don't know what you want to call it. But Rob Simmons, down at the end there, has been losing a few pounds lately, getting a little healthier. And I'm just wondering, is that like a tribute to your late uncle, Richard?
Oh, nice.
You're trying to follow in his footsteps?
Yeah.
We're talking an icon in the exercise world, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've been hooking up with guys on Grindr too to really pay tribute to my late uncle.
Your
right?
late uncle. And
imagine if Richard Simmons had Grindr.
Many of you may or may not know, out of all 30 to 45, as we've just discussed, also, this isn't just Rob's Round Table. This isn't just the pod room. This is the Beat Laboratory that we're in.
This is my office and my Beat Laboratory. Okay.
So his other long-lost uncle, Gene, is where he gets a lot of his musical talent from.
He died too?
What happened to Mrs. Grant?
Elaine got a new number because she died. Newman died?
No, he didn't die. He's like your estranged uncle or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. The drummer extraordinaire, podcast football extraordinaire, podcast movie extraordinaire, exercise aficionado. There is nothing this man doesn't have in his genes. Anything you want, anything you need, he can take care of it.
This is a nice flirt
You know what?
session,
You know what? Give tip a hat to Tim too, Rob's dad. Right? He is a very fit individual, from what I understand. He carries a little bit of muscle mass to him. Last I've known, we've had him on the pod a few times. I don't know if he sounded muscly, but he should have. We should have him on the pod again soon, hopefully.
Also, your great uncle J.K. Simmons.
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons, music mogul here. Let's see here. We have covered Phil Simmons.
Yeah.
No, Phil Simmons. Did we cover him? Kurt Simmons, the former Phillies pitcher. So you got that going for you as well.
There's nothing that this man doesn't bring to Rob's Round Table, is what I want you all to know. He's the host with the most tonight.
That's a great tribute,
We're getting after it. We're getting after it, and it's all because of him. He started it. He's going to finish it. He sets him up. We knock him down. We're winning all day, every day. Doesn't matter the sport, the fitness, the music, all of it.
I'm looking at this list. Who is the most famous Simmons in the world?
It's got to be Gene.
Gene, Earl, Russell, Rob, Kimora Lee, Richard, Gene, Lily. I don't even know who that is. J.K. Simmons. Now, J.K. Simmons, that's a good actor. I like him.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Let's
get
Not
going.
anymore.
I'm going to start with my first prop bet that I love. This is one of the first ones I bet. Joe Burrow over 4,000 yards passing.
Love it.
I feel like that's low, and I know he's been hurt a lot recently, freak injuries. If this guy plays 15 games, he's getting that easily.
I had it on my list, and I didn't bet it because I thought you would. There's another one that I'm pretty sure you will that I left off of my list, so we'll wait for that one later, but beautiful bet.
I love it, right?
Yeah, that's a no miss.
So I did a lot in here. I'm not going to read everything on here, right? That's way too much. So I'm going to summarize. My first one is DeAndre Swift under 725.5 rushing yards and also under 5.5 touchdowns. So for me, this is a purely Swift as a receiving back play. I don't think he's going to get the majority of the work. Plus, this offense should be higher paced, faster paced, and there's injury concerns there. So I'm going to go with under on Swift, 725.5.
And Khalil Herbert in the preseason, what they showed out was preseason, but like that looks like a 1A, 1B, or 1B, 1B.
Yeah.
With Roshan mixing in.
I mean, Swift's pass catching is an ideal fit for this offense under Shane Waldron, the new OC there. So yeah, it's under all day long.
And historically, you have to keep Swift healthy. You want to limit his touches and just take advantage of his electric plays, which that's what you saw Philly do as well. So I can get on board with that.
Yeah, I'm on board.
As you know, if you watch the Hot Takes episode, I believe Cooper Kupp is going to be the man in LA this year.
That's what I'm told.
And I did tell you. I don't know who else, but I did. He's going to go over 6.5 this year and receiving touchdowns.
Ooh,
it's minus 105, and I don't think 6.5 is very much for a guy that you've seen go over that multiple times
Didn't
before.
he have like 17?
He's got good chemistry with Stafford. If he stays healthy, I don't see an issue with one touchdown every other game.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I would have put it at 5.5. At 6.5, that's still a lot. But 7 touchdowns in 17 games, I can see that. Yeah.
All right, my next one actually ties into that one pretty nicely. Matt Stafford over 22.5 passing touchdowns.
Yep.
I mean, you got Puka, you got Cooper Kupp, both projected for 14-15.
Sean McVay's offense is
and also it's also tied into Kyron Williams in that running game, not scoring 20 rushing touchdowns, right? And I think their defense taking a big step back without Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
More throwing, more shootouts. Give me 22.5. Again, 14 games, he gets this.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. My next one, Aaron Rodgers, under 3650.5 passing yards. So this is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, Father Time is undefeated. It's hard for me to play a over on passing yards or touchdowns, frankly, on a 40-plus-year-old quarterback coming off of an Achilles injury without his number one receiver in Devontae Adams. Garrett Wilson is great. He's no Devontae Adams. Plus, Nathaniel Hackett's still kicking around in the league. He's now the OC with the Jets. He plays at a very slow pace.
That's gross.
Yeah, and
Hackett doesn't even count, though. With Rodgers there, he's always ran his own offense.
Just a
he did the
dude.
same thing in
Yeah.
Green Bay. Rodgers is the coordinator.
yeah. So there you go.
like
So
that.
yeah,
And also an injury play, too.
far away from his 2020, 2021 MVP seasons.
Yeah.
And you get the contingent upside with potential injury, re-injury.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about going unders, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nick O, give him the old face.
All right, coming at you with the O, you know what I'm saying? The next O is an over 18.5 passing touchdowns for Anthony Richardson.
Ooh.
I feel
How many?
18.5.
It's low.
And it's plus 115.
Ooh.
I'll take plus 115 all day at
Juicy
18.5.
juice.
Yeah, you get a little extra something there. And it's well within reach. I think 20 is not unreasonable. So 18.5 is a good
Well, I
bet.
hope you think 20 is. It's only 1.5.
I know.
It's
I
too
think
bad.
25 is reasonable.
It's too bad they don't have preseason rushing plus passing yards for quarterbacks because that would be.
I like that.
And
one.
they're baking injury in, and they're thinking like, oh, he's not going to throw it from inside the 10. Either JT's going to run it or he's going to run it.
You know, I learned my lesson with beating the odds last year. When I chose McCaffrey's rushing yards, he would go over in passing. When I chose passing, he'd go over in rushing. You just need to go with the two.
But when you do the 2, the guy gets 1 catch for 2 yards, or negative yards, and it's like,
the one game I took him to score a touchdown, and they were trying everything in their power because it was going to be the record, and the other team was like dead set on stuff. Everywhere else, the 49ers beat him. Remember that game?
All I wanted was McCaffrey to go to the bench, dude. Skip your record, stay healthy, and go win a Super Bowl.
They eventually
He did
did.
stay healthy.
They eventually did.
I
Yeah.
was so mad at
All
Kyle.
right,
for
my
that.
third
I
one.
text Kyle after that game, dude. I was like, listen, Kyle, this isn't going to work for me. You got to clean this up, bro. You got to be smarter than this.
Bijan Robinson, over 6.5 rushing touchdowns. I think this is an easy one. We did it on our last pod. Check that out, by the way. Vegas odds versus ADP. This is low. This is very low. This is way too low. I know he's a pass catcher. I don't care, dude. Give the guy the ball on the goal line, 6.5. He's going to smash this number. He should have 10. He better have 10 rushing touchdowns. Where are you drafting him?
Better hope the
where
Falcons
you're
learn their
drafting
lesson.
Exactly, where you're drafting him as well
Even
as...
if he gets half of the goal line work, right? Let's say it goes 50-50 with Algier. His talent with this offense, what they're projecting, 6.5's low, dude.
Better hope he's got some Midol on the sideline for those,
think he's
for
okay.
those migraines.
Do you like it or do you don't like it?
Isn't Midol PMS medicine?
I wouldn't.
Can't you get this in 10 games, dude?
It was for yeah. It's got caffeine. It's good for migraines too. Yeah.
all right.
When Bijan comes out week 1 and scores 2 rushing touchdowns, you win the bet.
Yeah. When Bijan comes out and catches 2 passing touchdowns, and ends up with 4 on the year rushing, you lose the
He's a
bet.
bust at his ADP.
No, he could catch
What, he can have 9 receiving touchdowns?
He could catch
I don't think so.
6 and run in 5, and you still lose the bet. Yeah, I don't hate it. I wouldn't bet it though because I'm worried the Falcons.
Well, I already did bet it. Okay, so I actually put my money where my mouth is, dude.
All right, I'm
What do
staying
you
in the
got?
NFC South. We're going Chris Olave over 1,025.5 receiving yards. We got Clint Kubiak back in the house, and he is known for targeting his top receivers very heavy. He fed Justin Jefferson 167 targets in 2021. Olave's the top option, really the only option there. There's not much competition. Should be poised for career high in target. And the Saints have 13 games indoors this year, so not any real weather concerns. He's been over this mark his first 2 seasons. Breakout year for Olave. Go over that total.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Rashid Shaheed, but I still think Olave hits his. And
Shaheed's
a
a little banged up,
A
too?
healthy Shaheed, I think, is a clear number 2 in there. But then you've got Kamara catching 90, so who knows?
That's
But
true.
I don't hate that. Lost my spot. Sorry,
Nico's
guys.
been
Hold on.
drinking, folks. I love it. I love the energy. I
I don't
love
know what
that
you're talking
tribute.
about.
That solemn tribute. What am I dying or something? Like he gives me this awesome like.
Because you are a little under the weather. You said I'm not feeling the energy, so I was like, you know what,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
bring
He
the
brought- he
energy.
brought me
man.
energy.
and I can just off the cuff, dude. I don't need to be.
When
ready.
I do pass away, please do my eulogy.
Oh, dude, I got you, bro.
All right.
I got
Hopefully,
you.
well, actually, hopefully you die before me. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're older.
yeah,
Let's be honest.
it
Like
should.
you're 6 years older.
It's only
like,
reasonable.
It's again, George saying I hope my parents go far before me.
It's a terrible tragedy when parents outlive their children.
Yes, I agree. I hope my parents go long before I do.
Raheem Mostert. I don't think you
You
guys are gonna
love
agree
this
with-
guy.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to
I
agree with this
love
one, but I look at the touchdowns he got last year, and I anticipate that he's going to have a solid year this year as well, and he's going to go over 7.5 rushing touchdowns at plus 100. Even money, right? I'll bet 100 to win 100 on 7.5.
All right, even money. Not bad.
You like
7.5, though. That's a lot of touchdowns.
It is, except for he had like 18 last year.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying.
We went through this. It
Cut
was
his total
18
last
and
year.
then
I know, we
like
did,
3-0,
we did.
2-1-0.
Well, it's either gonna smash or you're gonna lose it right
Yeah,
away.
but I'll take
I like
the
it.
chance on the
Yeah,
bet,
okay.
That's fair.
especially with plus 100. I feel like the odds are worth
I can
it.
get down with that. All right, my next one, we talked about this again in the previous show. Check it out. Malik Nabers over 875 receiving yards. It's just I have to do it.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
love
you can do
that.
that in 12 games. The touchdowns, I'm a little bit hesitant on 4.5, which you could have done that as well. That's low. Or the catches, but 875, dude, that is low. It's a bad. If he has 850 yards, that is a bust. If he stays healthy, that's a bust. Not as a player, but like that just means they are the worst offense in football. Danny Dimes sucks cocks, and he got hurt.
And if he catches 875, he will certainly be a bust at his ADP.
Beyond that, he'll be a bust in real life too, because it's like he has every opportunity in the world. Dude.
I mean, 875 is a good
Really,
rookie
that's
season.
50 yards a game.
It's a good rookie season for
Not
a
for
guy
a guy like
on a
that.
team that struggles.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, man. You know-
I'm with you on the prop. I'm saying like he can underperform expectations and still have a good rookie year.
So to feed off that a little bit, I'm going to leapfrog you here, Story, and I'm going to go right into Danny Dimes sucks and bet the over 8.5 interceptions thrown this year at plus 100.
Ooh, I like that.
That seems
one.
like free money.
Free money, dude.
Yeah,
8.5, that's it. Like, I'll take
because
it.
he's not going to lose his job.
There's
right?
there's another one where I wish you could bet the combined turnovers for him because you
The
know
fumbles,
he's going to
the
fumble
fumbles,
6
yeah,
times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like 15,
Well,
14.
But again, at plus
8.5.
100, I'll take 8.5 all
8.5.
day.
That's
Plus
really
100.
nice.
I love that one.
That
I
actually
love that one.
works. It actually works in favor of my bet because then they're gonna be. And we already know they're
They're
gonna
going to be
losing.
down.
Yeah.
Throw more. Right
They're-
after.
and you know, like 3 of those are gonna be pick sixes too. You saw the preseason
from
pick six.
from the end zone.
That was awful.
Their defense is going to be
Apparently, the
trash
play
this year.
before that, it should have been a pick 2, but it was
Yep,
dropped.
yep.
So it was back to back, just like literally, you cannot defend these throws.
Whoops.
And yeah, whoops. What do you got, Story?
Derrick Henry over 975.5 rushing yards. I'd also take over 10.5 touchdowns. This is right he's now on the Ravens, for anybody who doesn't know. The Ravens are a running team. You want to think that they're a passing team because you got Lamar Jackson, and he can run, but he can also throw. But Lamar's going to be able to gash teams as a runner, go over the top. It opens up lanes for Henry. He's only been under this once in the last 5 years, and that's because he only played 8 games that year. They had 937. He's been well over this every other
games, 937.
Yeah, that was the
I
outlier
love
season.
it.
That was
I love
insane.
it.
He doesn't need a vintage campaign to clear this. He can easily clear this. He's projected for 1,182 by Fantasy Pros. They also don't run I mean, Lamar Jackson runs when things break down around the goal line, but they don't design runs for him around
Not
the goal line
as much anymore.
Yeah, they don't want him running like that. So, yeah, Lamar's going to take plenty of yards and plenty of touchdowns, but this is Henry's backfield, and this is Henry's team as a rushing team.
Yeah.
Until Keaton Mitchell gets healthy, I think you'll see
week
him
9.
working
He's
a
also
little bit,
paid his
but-
dues on a crappy team for the last 3 years. Give this guy the ball at prime time and let him feast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry season.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you're on your last one, right?
I got 6, so I got one more.
All right, my last one, Pat Freiermuth, 475.
I knew it. That
Over
was the other one.
475.
That was the other one. I knew
Well,
Burrow
I bet
and
this one
Freiermuth.
right
Yep.
away, dude. That's so low.
We talked about this off the pod,
That's
too.
so low. I don't care who's playing quarterback there. I don't care what's going on. Arthur Smith literally plays 2 tight ends every single play. And Darnell Washington's a blocker. He's going to be on the field. He's a good player. He's going to smash this. Smash this. He could do this in 9 games, dude.
Maybe.
He's the number 2 option.
Maybe. I don't know.
Screw you.
All right, before I give my last one, I just want to give some lotto tickets, long odds lotto tickets. If you want to know why, hit me up in the comments and I'll be happy to explain it. But most passing yards, CJ Stroud plus 600. These are all on DraftKings, by the way. Most receiving yards, CeeDee Lamb plus 650. Tyreek Hill is projected to be the leading receiving yards, but I like Lamb at better odds.
Yeah, Lamb's my number 1.
And then offensive player of the year, bit of a crapshoot every year. So I'm going to take a guy with really long odds and hope that things break his way. Bijan Robinson.
But he won't get 6.5 rushing touchdowns, you prick.
Plus 1,800.
Shut the fuck up.
That is a value play. But my final prop, Jalen Waddle, over 1,000.5 receiving yards. So despite injuries limiting his snaps last year, he's consistently been over 1,000 yards in each season. And he boasted a 30.5% target share per route run with Tua, 9th among all wide receiver quarterback combos. Given the strong connection, I fully expect him to go well over 1,000 receiving yards, even with Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill being a little banged up also kind of helps this.
I do have a long odds that I have to add on here that I love, that I just bet. Blake Corum to lead the league in rushing touchdowns. What do you think it's at?
Plus 5,000.
I'm going to go plus 6,500.
100 to 1.
Plus 10,000?
Bro, if Kyron Williams gets hurt like week 2,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. Kyron Williams is injury prone. If he somehow snakes the goal line roll and then he gets hurt, there's a lot of worlds where he can get 13 touchdowns. And dude, that's gonna win it.
That's worth a sawbuck.
Dude, 100 to 1.
I'm with
Let's
ya.
go.
All
right, this was awesome, man. Hope you enjoyed the knowledge.
Rob, the host with the most.
We
put
learned
it all
a lot, though.
together.
I learned a lot.
The man's got
I
some
really did.
allergies kicking his ass. He's not going to let anything slow him
down.
down.
Pounding.
And it's been a complete joy.